Okay, gonna be hard to get this one all in frame, but this is the radiator fan assembly off of '09 Mini Cooper. I'm not really sure if it was acting up or not. From what I understand, we'll tear into it here obviously, but I believe that this is a resistor pack and this is a variable speed fan. So what must happen, there's 3 wires going in here, so it's at least 2 speeds, and I don't know if they're going to be different windings or what, but anyway, we'll take it apart and see. So it looks like we got some like T15s there. Okay, so here's the fan assembly. Feels like that kind of ubiquitous nylon with the glass fiber in it that they use everything for. You can see it's the original Mini one, so I wouldn't be surprised if this is not the original factory part, or is the original factory part. There's some stamps in the die there, so it looks like this one was produced in 10 of 08. So is that October of 2008? I think you can see that there, right there. And some part numbers, and that's about it. Oh, PA6 glass 66 glass fiber reinforced 30%. So same thing that like this plastic's made out of. It's fairly strong. It does get brittle over time. The problem with nylon, from what I understand, is that it absorbs moisture over time and causes it to get brittle. And that's why nylon doesn't last forever. And obviously UV will degrade it, but being inside the engine compartment, that's not going to be a huge issue with this. And I would think being bathed in oil and heated regularly would help with the moisture ingress. But anyway, that's that. All right, so this piece is always, or online is listed as the resistor. And okay, so it must only be 2 stages. So we've got a hot coming in, we've got a ground, well, 2 hots coming in. Got a ground, and then we've got the motor. Let me see if I can disconnect from this guy, and then we can, check what the resistance is across it and get some idea what's going on. So because there's only 1 set of wires going in here, I think it's pretty safe to assume that there's only 1 set of windings and 1 set of brushes, all that. Okay, so that's going into the motor. I think, let's see, do I just want to snip those? Yeah, let's snip them up here in case we decide we want to reconnect them. At least we can. All right. Then what we've got here, get back in frame. Okay, so through this guy, again, we've got, let me see where I can put this. All right, I guess you can see that. All right, so auto range. All right. So between here and there, or well, I guess we'd be either between here and there. Oh, which of course there's not going to be anything because the motor's not in the middle. All right, so that's still settling down, but we've got like 0.6, so like 600 and, see, mega ohms would be 1,000. It's been a bit. Kilo ohms would be 1,000. So this is like, that's a big resistor. 700,000. No, 7,000 kilo ohms, I guess. So that's pretty big. Yeah, see, this is why I hate auto ranging meters. I was hoping the Fluke would be better, but apparently not. All right, so I guess we're going to go with about a mega ohm, somewhere in there. something like that. So, big resistor. I am fairly certain that this guy is a diode across here. We'll see. It could also be burnout, so there's a very distinct possibility of that. Could also be, I can't see any numbers on it, but it could also be a thermal fuse that, you know, if it gets too hot, it pops off. So it's basically checking the resistance across this, I'm sorry, if this gets too hot, this will pop off and just send, does that make sense? So if we go from here to there, no continuity. Okay, so what it looks like is going on is we've got one hot lead coming in, going up to this side of the resistor, right? Right here, coming in, going up to this side of the resistor. Then we've got, all right, I've been screwing with this for a little bit here. I think I got my best guess as to what's going on. I think this guy's a thermal fuse. So what is happening is power can either go straight to the motor through this lead, right? So it comes in, it's connected to here, goes straight across, and you just get full 12 volts, right? Or power can come in here, go up through this resistor, through this, I think, thermal fuse into here, and then go through the motor. I kind of think that, I mean, this one may be burned out, could be what happened here. I almost think that they're using this to regulate. So this is actually, as it heats up, is opening and closing the circuit. So it might be the case that, you know, I wouldn't know without, you know, going to the car and playing with it, and it's not here right now, but it might be the case that this lead is like always hot anytime the engine's running. And then this thermal fuse either turns on or shuts off, depending on how it's wired up, to give you kind of the low-speed coil, you know, for the cooling fan. I'm not really sure. That's just kind of my best guess as to what's going on right now. Maybe someone knows better than me. You know, I suppose I could go pull up a wiring diagram. That might be helpful, wouldn't it? Let's see if I can get one real quick. Oh, this book's great, by the way. All right, thermostat, electric fuse, something. Yeah, it's not very enlightening, is it? So they've just got the front power distribution box. Magic happens. And yeah, it doesn't really give us any extra information. So we've got a control module here, which is taking inputs from characteristic map thermostat, whatever that is, engine temp sensor, map thermostat, coolant temp sensor. I know what the coolant temp sensor is. I have no idea what the other ones of these are. But yeah, it's just sending it up, and we've just got two different, I mean, all it shows is two different inputs, and it's got this little thing here, but no explanation as to what it is. So that was a dead end. Anyway, figured I'd try. All right. See if we can get this motor apart. Or, yeah, it's a motor, I guess, right? Shut off the meters. So again, more of the same plastic here for the housing, fan housing. Okay, so here is the motor. And it looks like we got a bunch of little tabs. Definitely feels a little crusty. Okay, we are making progress. Okay, whew. All right, so here's the brush holder assembly. Huh, wonder what these coils are about. That's weird. They must be inductors. Well, there's a magnet in the middle of them. So they must be to like offset a phase of the brushes there. we've got a little, well, I can't quite make out the markings on it, but it says 100 volt, 1520, like 1.50 MKT or something. Let's see if we can figure out what it might be. Oh, yeah, probably can't see that, can you? So it appears to be a resistor. Yeah, it appears just to be a resistor. I guess that would be to... I'm not really sure why. I don't know why you'd want to drop the input voltage. You would think that this thing would just run on 12 volts, but that's what that's doing. Interesting. Anyway, see the brushes. They're in nice copper housing here. Nothing wrong with any of that. On a, this is that fiberboard stuff. It's not really nylon. It's some different material. I'm not exactly sure what. And then I don't think I'm going to be able to get this out. But you can see here the commutators right there that ride on the brushes. And you can see it cogging over, right? And that's because of the magnets. It's cogging to each phase of the magnet. It rode in the back on just a little bushing there. See that little guy? And I'm guessing up front it's going to be the same, just another little bushing up there, which I don't think I'm going to be able to get that apart. So, but I want to try. Nah, I won't try. But anyway, that's the fan motor. Sorry I can't be more insightful on what exactly is going on here. I'm not really sure. I don't know enough about these things to know why you would have a resistor here. I'm assuming that these are essentially inductors to offset and give you some extra phases, because you don't want... Of course, I thought that these commutated just by virtue of how the windings were. So I'm not really sure what those are about either. Yeah, I mean, they just look like inductors, so I'm not really sure. I don't know. Germans. Not sure what to make of that. But anyway, hopefully that was interesting to someone, and thanks for watching.